Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Armored Core 6 Fire's Rubicon. Just got done with a pretty tough mission that's topped off with a rather difficult boss battle. We got through it. Now, there's a new training mission available, it seems, so let's check this out. Two of them, in fact. Tetrapod ACs. Okay, so here's where we're going to learn about these. It's not my favorite build for a variety of reasons, but it has its uses. There are a couple of missions in Armored Core 5 where I won with tetrapod builds. Okay. High loading capacity, multiple heavy weapons. Can switch to hover mode. That's interesting. X in the air, hover mode on off. Fascinating. Oh wow, the energy drains very slowly in hover mode. Suddenly I'm thinking I might like tetrapod builds better in 6. This hover mode is kind of incredible. They're not as cool looking as bipedal builds though. Yes, that is generally why I dislike those kind of weapons, because you have to stop to fire them. But tetrapods can execute attacks like that while moving, which is... I think in 5, it was actually tank types that could fire heavy weapons while moving, and tetrapods just have better stability for firing them, so this seems a little different, if I'm remembering correctly. Interesting. Reload time on this weapon is pretty hardcore. Okay, got him. Ah, shield types. That's why we're struggling. High altitude, making it easier to establish a line of fire and lock on without geographical obstruction. Indeed. Not gonna lie, this build has its appeal. It's not very fast, but it has its uses. Staggered. Okay, yeah, that was some good instruction on the tetrapod build. Okay, we got another grenade launcher. Cool, cool. Yeah, the only real downside, well, the mobility's not that high. I mean, it sort of is. The hover mode is very mobile. It's just slow, is what I mean. It's not a fast build. And it doesn't look as cool as the two-leggers. But it clearly has its uses. Okay, there are also tank types, which This is just my opinion, but I always thought putting tank treads on a mech was just very silly looking. That said, though, might have its niche uses for sure. Excellent loading capacity, as you'd expect. Very durable, good candidates for high firepower. And they can also, like the tetrapods, fire heavy weapons while on the move. That's destructive. So is that. Pretty fast, too, actually. I'm really zipping around. And they can drift. Move L in the direction you want to face immediately after a quick boost. Interesting. So quick boost and then change direction. I'm probably not doing it right. Am I supposed to be getting around these or something? They're durable. Very, very long reload time on some of these weapons, but that's not unexpected with how powerful they are. A lot of ricochet going on here. Come on, fire that grenade launcher. The tank type is kind of appealing too. Oh, we got a vertical missile launcher. Very nice. Oh, and we got another training exercise. Well, since we get free parts for doing these, and they're proving very valuable for explaining the specifics of how these things work in Armored Core 6, as long as they keep coming available, I'm going to keep doing them. Advanced Mercenary Certification. I'm assuming that some kind of arena mode or fighting rival ACs is going to become available at some point because it's such a mainstay of Armored Core. It would be strange to not have that. Yeah, I noticed. It's a little late to tell me this after I've done a bunch of real missions. Oops. Oops. Alright, I've got my shield. Might want to try making some use of it. I keep saying that and then keep not really doing it. A lot of variety of enemy types to fight here. Don't seem to be hurting this one much. Do you also need swords to the face? Oh, that was a miss. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, that did some damage. Yeah, the sword is the trick to fighting this guy as well. Missed him. The stun lock, my favorite. Oops. Don't normally expect a light type to be this durable. Light zippy type. Next. Okay, guess that's it. That was more of a test than a tutorial. Oh, is that the last training mission?
Congratulations on your certification.
Hey, All Mind, it's been a while.
You've proven your skills by completing the entire combat training regimen. Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. All Mind anticipates excellent performance.
I mean, I already took the wall, which apparently no one else had been able to do. Do I get any special parts? Well, I get an emblem. Advanced Mercenary. That's it? I don't get a part? Just an emblem? That's sad. Oh well. If they're gonna give us an emblem, we might as well make use of it, right? As cool as that is. Oh, I never even checked out these other tabs. That's silly. Definitely not going to do any of these corporate logos. These corporations all seem like real jerkwads. Where'd the Advanced Mercenary one go? Oh, preset 4. There it is. Oh, and look at all these. There are so many that I just ignored earlier because I wasn't checking out the different tabs. Do I want the Advanced Mercenary one? There's so many options. Oh, let's look through them real quick. That's kind of cool. Some of these are a little hard to see on our paint job. Cards are always kind of neat. Could be various kinds of aces. Oh, that's kind of cool. I always like those sort of coat of arms looking eagle or hawk kind of logos. They're really neat. Butterflies are kind of cool as well. That simultaneously looks like a butterfly and a couple of angry eyes with a droopy mustache. That kind of looks like a phoenix. Wow, look at all these cool options we've got. And of course there's our actual logo. Maybe it would be appropriate for us to finish the game with the Raven logo. Not going to use this one. That's the one that the jerkwad wannabe drill sergeant gave us, so screw him. So right now I'm a little torn between the advanced mercenary one we just earned or one of these cool coat of arms ones like this dragon or this. Well, tell you what, for now let's go with advanced mercenary since we just earned it. We'll probably swap it out again later. Now, parts shop. What has become available? Pulse gun. Rapid fire pulse gun. Interesting. Sounds potentially good, although, wow, the attack power is apparently pathetic, so maybe not. Although, I still don't know if the attack power is taking into account the attack speed, the rate of fire. Part of me is thinking it doesn't. I think this is the grenade launcher that... Well, no, we didn't unlock a grenade launcher. We got one for free. Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do for now. Let's see if there's any new machine guns for sale that are better than the, oh, what were they called? The ones we already have. Looks like the answer is no. I'm not seeing new machine guns. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the dual machine gun build again, because I do like it. It just didn't work so well in the last mission because there were enemies that were practically immune to the machine guns. But if there aren't mandatory enemies that just cannot be hurt by the machine guns, it should be very effective. And I would love that vertical missile launcher. That seems pretty cool. Let's slap one of those on there. Alright, maybe the dual missile launcher and the vertical missile launcher. And, okay, I guess now we can hit up the shop and see if there's anything else that I want. Oh, wow. There's some pretty impressive looking new missile launchers for sale. Look at the size of that thing. Good grief. Homing missile launcher? Plasma missile launcher. Some of this stuff sounds pretty awesome. It's an interesting contrast to 5, where we always had more money than we knew what to do with. Money is more of an issue here. Do any of these give us improved AP? Not that I'm seeing. This does. Makes us overweight, but I could swap out my legs. I forgot to feed my cat, who is suddenly getting a little uppity about that. Alright, let's just go back to the Melander. I'm gonna go feed my cat real quick before she riots and starts knocking stuff on the floor. Okay, I am sorry for that brief interruption, but this episode would have gotten real quote-unquote interesting if I had not stopped to feed her. Okay, so now that we've got legs with a higher loading capacity, we should have more options for what we can equip. For example, this core that gives us better AP. I like that. Let's try it. And now we're broke. I once again forgot to check the on-screen prompts to see if any of them had a buy and equip. Oh well. Doesn't take too long to do this. The menu does seem a bit better than the Armored Core 5 one. Orbiter. AP is drastically lower, so... Alright, it's a little bulky and boxy looking. It's not an attractive AC, but maybe it'll be an effective one. Alright. Wow, 20 minutes of just fooling around in the training and AC assembly. Well, let's see if we can squeeze in a story mission or if it's going to end up being too long. Survey base the wall. Retrieve combat logs. Recover logs from MT Rex. Mission must be completed within time limit. Interesting. Not much of a reward for that one. Let's try this one first, I guess, because it sounds short. And this video is already getting a little meaty as it is.
Got a job for you, 621. One of the Balaam companies has put in a request.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This request comes from our affiliate.
Oh, not this jackass again.
Conducting an investigation into the Vespers, Arquebus's augmented human squad. Currently, our focus is on their 4th squad leader, V4 Rusty.
I like that guy.
Sweep the route Rusty took during Operation Wall Climber and retrieve combat logs from the wrecks he left on his way in. The wall is now under Arquebus's control, and they've stationed their MT squads there for the Coral survey. As such, you'll be targeting the brief window where their main force is deployed elsewhere.
That's why there's a time limit then.
Keep an eye on the time and retrieve as many logs as you can.
This seems like
That concludes the briefing.
low-level busy work for somebody
We expect
who's
prompt results, Gun 13.
proven his capabilities. Isn't this kind of below my pay grade at this point? God, I still cannot stand that guy. He could not be more annoying if he tried.
621. You should be used to Rubicon by now. Time to take a break from shooting up the place.
I do seem to kind of be working against Rusty here, since they're trying to retrieve data about how he fights. So, that's not great. I'd rather help Rusty, because he seems cool.
Commence mission.
4 minutes.
Search the nearby wrecks for combat logs recording engagements with V4 Rusty.
Whoa, okay. Looks like there are still some enemies. Alright, oh, more enemies. Didn't we clear this place out?
That's what we're looking for, 621. I'll analyze it on my end.
Huh. Interesting. Wall we found in Gallia. Gallia is going to dry up sooner than later. We can't just harvest as much coral as we used to. What little we do get, the corpse squeezed out of us. They know we need it to raise mealworms. How many more children must we watch starve? Interesting.
Some more evidence on what the coral situation looks like. Analyzing log.
Couldn't track the enemy. Overwhelmed by Rusty's speed. Okay, because he's
This
fast.
gives
Makes
us some
sense.
more insight about V4 skills.
Okay, let's look for more wrecks. Dang it. Wanted to be in the air when I did that.
Unidentified AC. Open fire! Kill the intruder!
Seriously, I thought we already cleared them out of here. Why are there so many enemies still crawling around? mind? All I want to do is examine these wrecks. If you just leave me alone, I'd leave you alone.
That makes 3 logs.
Assembled from a Schneider high mobility frame equipped with weapons that allow for swift agile action. Favor kinetic weaponry that Vesper members would not normally use.
This is useful. We've got visuals on V4's AC assembly.
I mean, wouldn't we already have that from my own combat logs because I fought alongside him? It doesn't make a lot of sense that we need to... In fact, shouldn't we be able to get all the data we need on him based on the fight we did together against the Juggernaut? In which case, the premise of this mission doesn't make a lot of sense in some ways. Interesting.
Worthless.
Stop! What are you doing here? Looks like they're out scavenging. Could be a dozer. They're still dangerous.
Okay, now my cat's jumping up in my lap and really getting in my, my way.
Very interesting. This could be worth something.
Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
Keep an eye on the clock. Either avoid
Machine
combat or
guns.
make it quick.
Go through their ammo real fast. Alright, where to next? This way, perhaps. Need to find another wreck. Okay, nope. That's the edge of the mission area. Huh. Having trouble finding another wreck to examine. There's one.
Analyzing.
Huh.
Nothing we can sell here.
Damn it, out of energy. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding more wrecks. We're out of time.
Wrap it up. Arquebus's main force will be here any minute now.
Maybe those were
Got enough
arquebus
logs to
forces we were
satisfy the
fighting.
request. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Yeah, that must be it. We were fighting arquebus forces, not Liberation Front forces. Yeah, that makes sense. Didn't get much for that one, but it was quick, which is what we needed, so that the video length wouldn't get ridiculous, and I wouldn't have to edit it in post.
Gun 13 Raven. Bagged us some decent intel on V4. I'll report this to Commander Michigan. Additionally, I want to introduce myself. Gun 6 Red. But you can call me Sir.
Okay, Red.
Privileged to be among Balaam's best, even if I am stuck whipping you independents into shape. Believe you me, I'm gonna put you to work.
I am not equipping your guy's emblem.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. Granting authorization to perform ACOS upgrades. Additional. All Mind hereby invites you to the Arena Combat
Here
Aptitude
we
Evaluation
go.
Program. The Arena is a virtual combat simulator designed to support the development of registered mercenaries. It also serves as a benchmark to appraise and rank the mercenaries active on Rubicon. We look forward to your participation.
Okay, I was waiting for something like this. OS tuning, interesting. Well, those sound like features we're going to investigate in the next episode. I'll see you then.